I am Moise Places from Lithuania. I was 10 years old when the war started and the Germans took over the city. Immediately, deadly pogroms were carried out by the local Lithuanians who murdered thousands of Jews. The bloodiest pogrom was in the summer of 1941. 4,000 Jewish men, women, and children were murdered by local Lithuanians. Using axes and saws, they went from house to house, killing entire families. Many times, the killers were neighbors of the Jewish people they murdered. We managed to hide. That is how we survived. There was also a horrible pogrom at a local garage where the Lithuanian killers used pressure hoses on their victims, inserting them into their mouths and turning on the water full force. This caused their bodies to be ripped apart and explode. A crowd had formed to watch the killings, and every time someone was killed in this horrible way, the crowd cheered and applauded as people were blown apart. This all happened in broad daylight. There was also a Lithuanian teenager who used a crowbar to kill about 50 Jewish men and women. The townspeople applauded whenever someone was killed. He then took out his accordion and joyously played the Lithuanian national anthem to cheers from the crowd. There are photographs of this massacre. When the prisons were full, all the Jews in the city were taken to the 9th fort, where they were killed by the thousands. Even Jews from France and England were killed there. All surviving people were forced into the ghetto, which was surrounded by barbed wire. From 1941 until 1943, we were in the ghetto, forced to work different jobs. Every day, a selection was made, and those unfortunate innocent people were taken to the Ponnary Forest and shot. The remaining people in the ghetto, including my family and myself, as well as all our relatives, were put onto a train and taken to the Stutthof concentration camp in Poland. My parents stayed in Stutthof and were killed there. I later learned that my sisters were tortured to death there. I was taken to Auschwitz, where they used us for various experiments. After one of the selections, I was put on a train again and taken to Dachau. I starved while laboring at different jobs. In 1945, all of us who were still alive were gathered and were taken to the Alps. We were lined up somewhere in the mountains to be executed. But at that exact moment, American tanks showed up, and that is how I was liberated. I was 14 years old and the sole survivor of my large family. I am very happy with your help and thankful to you all. I am not well and would be lost without you. I cried for happiness when I received your letter and your gift. Now I can buy the medicine I need to continue to live. Wishing you all good health, a happy life, and all the best. With love, Moise.